California, the home of the Warriors, as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. The Heat log another stop on their travel schedule, and today's matchup, a great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
You know, Kevin, you and I see it all the time. Teams going through those hot streaks and cold spells. And any team that can find its rhythm and put together a number of wins in a row, that's always an encouraging sign.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, the Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve Kerr talks about his offensive philosophy often. He said, I believe unequivocally as a coach, and I believed it as a player, that the ball has to move. When the ball stops, the game stops. And I don't think you can win at the highest level by playing too much one-on-one. Kevin?
Thanks for that, DA. And the Warriors move the ball so quickly. Their team chemistry is off the charts. Already, Doris, several elite rookies are struggling. We often see top high school players making the seamless jump to college. Why is that next jump from college to pro so much more difficult?
Well, I think every level of basketball that you go up, whether it's high school to college and then college to pro, there's a different level of physicality. The players take an extraordinary jump both in their approach to the game, their level of professionalism, what their physical and mental maturation state is. So the NBA has the best players, not only from the United States, but from across the world. And so obviously there's a level of preparation that's required on a day-to-day basis, and the season is so much drastically longer from the college, which plays about 32 to 40 games, to an 82-game regular season, and then if you're fortunate enough to be in the playoffs. So there's a level of endurance required in addition to both the physical and mental maturation standpoint.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Heat, Johnson is out there with Porzingis, and it's Mutombo. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Drexler in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Mr. Porzingis, nice to know you're not afraid to mix it up. Boy, you gotta love that grit and hustle.
The pass to Issel. Leonard dishes to Yao, and the shot is good.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Again, Curry missing.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide-open shots like that.
Here's Issel. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
And it's Leonard missing. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Drexler. He feeds it to Mutombo. Heat moving the ball around. Porzingis passes to Curry. Johnson, a wide open look, off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dishes to Yao. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 5.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And here's Johnson outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Warriors trailing. Paul kicks to Leonard. Now with the ball. And he really played well against Denver. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Leonard's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors. Durant against Drexler. Pass to Porzingis. Johnson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Paul dishes to Durant. Here's Issel, headed by Porzingis. The feed to Leonard. Paul, no one around him. Paul missing again. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Mutombo. Curry kicks to Mutombo. Feeds it to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Drexler. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
Paul dishes to Durant. Here's Issel, headed by Porzingis. Here's Leonard. Johnson with the block. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Leonard. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Heat.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
The open shot, Paul. The 19-footer is on the money.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Curry kicks to Mutombo. Passes it to Porzingis. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Johnson against Durant. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Paul kicks to Yao. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Yao's got 7 points in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in free throw percentage. 7th in steals. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Paul passes to Yao. Over Mutombo. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Curry has it in the corner. Outside, Porzingis. Heat moving the ball around. Mutombo dishes to Curry. Up again, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Paul. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Yao with the block. And he's able to get it back. Shot from the wing. Again, the miss by Paul.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. I'm not sure how he missed that one.
Now, here's Curry. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers. Drexler outside. Over Durant, and Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Leonard. And then for Miami, Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Porzingis. Russell comes in for Johnson. And it's Terry in for Curry. Picked by Yao. The pass to Issel. Got a piece of it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball games?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys' high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. Good on both.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And the Warriors making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Kukoc against Russell. Bynum kicks to Stoudemire. Unable to get that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Here's Drexler.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Heat shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
The first one falls.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Bing. Hits it from three-point range. Bing's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame-type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Miami. On the wing, Jason Terry. Stoudemire, the screen. It's Russell with the drive. 5 on the clock.
It is a thing of beauty to watch the Warriors make that extra pass and create such easy scoring chances. Their passing is incredible. The unselfish nature of the team is incredible. I mean, this has got to be one of the best passing teams ever.
Free throw drops for Stoudemire. Last season, the Warriors led the NBA in assists as a team, and it wasn't even close. Doris, they averaged, as you were saying, over 30 a game.
Right, Kevin. I think the key is every player at every position is able to make a pass. The efficiency of the offense comes because of the quality of shots they get, but all of that is entertaining and effective basketball because they're tremendously unselfish passers.
Terry kicks to Bynum. Stoudemire left side. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Over Middleton. Crawford missing again. The Heat trail by 5. 16 feet away. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Bynum. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Gasol, a screen on Russell. Kukoc passes to Bull. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Good on the three-point shot. Bing's got 6 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
One trend we've seen, Doris, is the shift away from one primary ball handler toward a more collective approach. Do you think that change is here to stay?
Well, it'll be interesting. I do think the NBA is very much a copycat league. So you think back to the 90s and the slow-down, grind-it battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, to now the pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs play big. Is there a team that wants to reformulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ, and right now the champ is all about pace and space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Right wing lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. He's got 9. The Heat shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Stoudemire, the screen. Terry kicks to Bynum. He dishes it to Russell. Pass to Stoudemire. Puts it up from 12. Yep, it counts.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Warriors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Well, obviously, I think when you watch the Golden State Warriors, when their pieces are clicking and humming all at the same time, it seems to me, guys, they're unbeatable.
Well, to illustrate your point with the Warriors, Doris, they were 60-0 last season when they had hit 10 threes in a game. Only if their shooters go extremely cold do they let games slip away.
This is correct, Kev, and that's exactly what you expect from great teams. There is so much firepower on their team that unless they struggle to shoot the basketball, you're going to have a hard time beating them.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him.
Comes from me being 8 years old and
year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
We've got Kukoc. He's out there with Griffin, and it's Bing in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going in the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Stoudemire with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. And a lot lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Stoudemire with a screen on Crawford. And Middleton kicks to Russell. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Pass to Bull. Picked by Griffin. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Stoudemire, no good.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things. You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give him that clean a look and it's over.
Terry outside. He kicks it to Bynum. There's the dish to Middleton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Terry. For 3, Middleton. The Warriors pull it in. Bulls got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Crawford, no luck.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
It's a pick by Bynum. Back to Russell. Over Kukoc. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
There's no doubt. They won the battle of second chance opportunities. That led to extra points, and that was one of the deciding factors in the outcome.
And Miami making a change here. Mutombo, he's checked in for Fresh. Porzingis comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Curry subbed in for Jason Terry. You look at the influences and former coaches of Steve Kerr, and it's easy to see why Kerr has been a success as a coach.
Well, I think if you look about how this man goes about his business, it's important to recognize he played for Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, and certainly takes advantage of the wisdom he learned from 2 of the all-time greats. Think back to his college coach, Lute Olson. So much of his offensive approach with the fast pace and the discipline came from Lute. It's so smart to take a little bit from each one of the mentors and the guys you've played for. Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Paul dishes to Durant. His first shot coming late. Yao. Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 12.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Russell passes to Curry. Mutombo is screen on Griffin. And Curry has it in the corner. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The shot's good from Griffin.
Boy, you love to see Kevin Durant share the rock. Superb at quickly getting the ball to his guys.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nobody near Leonard. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Curry kicks to Johnson. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Drexler, he's checked in for Russell. Mutombo sets a screen. Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Paul for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Doris, back in college, you were named to the All Big East team. What an honor. You've been a broadcaster for Big East games in college basketball. Any players from that conference who would say, in your opinion, are better pros than they were in college?
Well, I think Josh Hart from Villanova would be a player that I'm curious to see what level of effect he has at the NBA level. He's not a guy who's going to blow you away with his athleticism, but all he did at Villanova was win. He's got 1 national championship to his credit. He was an effective two-way player in the Big East. Does he translate to the pros? I can't wait to see.
And Doris, multiple years at the college game, too.
Kevin, I think that perception is changing. There was a time where if you were a 4-year college player, you were frowned upon in the NBA. I think because of the age and experience, GMs and coaches are now looking at those guys who spent multiple years in college in a vastly different and much more positive light.
Very interesting thought. From deep, Johnson hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
And it's Paul missing.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
It's stolen by Curry. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Curry with the stuff.
And how's that for a solo performance?
Well, you couldn't do it any better than that, Greg. Textbook execution on the break.
Back to Paul. Picked by Yao. Passes it to Issel. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Paul for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. That's 12 points for Chris Paul.
Boy, ran his man right into the pick and got the open look. Basketball 101.
Releases from 15, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
They set the pick. Fires for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Johnson. Leonard with the steal. Over Johnson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Heat trail by 21. Curry kicks to Mutombo. Here's Porzingis. The Warriors pull it in. Yao's got his 6th rebound on the night. Paul outside. To the inside. Here's Issel. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Now a timeout called by Miami. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Golden State. Heat also with a sub. Stoudemire's checked in for Porzingis. Curry kicks to Stoudemire. They set the screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. They need this. Offensive rebound. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass, because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Warriors leading by 20. Paul outside. Shoots over Curry. And it's Miami with the rebound. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Drexler. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way with it. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Fresh is checked in for Mutombo. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. And it's Terry in for Curry. Here's Stoudemire, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand. Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Drexler. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Drexler's got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Issel. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Drexler's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Yep, that one goes in there. With 2 seconds left, he takes it up and lays it in. 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
A big...
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith. And Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth. The Warriors shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Steph Curry's out there with Drexler. And there's Porzingis, and it's Mutombo, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. And then Johnson with the jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss and usually with authority.
It's stolen by Mutombo. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, the Heat, good for 2. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And let's take a look now at Kawhi Leonard's numbers.
Last season, he played outstanding. 7th in steals, 9th in scoring, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique
at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover.
Well, Kevin Durant, one of the more efficient players that we have ever seen. This guy is a juggernaut by himself on the offensive end. He can score from virtually any spot on the court.
First free throw is good. That one is no good. Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Johnson dishes to Curry. Fires the 3. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 8 rebounds in this game. Goes up from the top of the key. No good from Durant.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, Kev, how about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Now the pass to Issel. Fades back. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Kicks to Mutombo. He feeds it to Curry. Offline with his 3. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And it's Paul missing.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Now here's Porzingis. Not a lot of room. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Heat call time here. Well, for the last 2 decades, there have been a lot of big men coming from Europe who have been tagged as the next Dirk. A lot of lofty expectations to live up to. But Porzingis, Doris, Porzingis seems to be one who is answering that call.
Well, I think Porzingis certainly on his way to being as beloved as Dirk is, both here and back in Europe. And the reason you like the comparison, both are size and skill combined. And they have praised each other in the past, a little bit of a mutual admiration society. Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Curry kicks to Porzingis. Trains it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got 10 points.
Well, this is a clear case in point of where the comparison to Dirk Nowitzki is so apropos. Not many 7-footers with that kind of range, Kev.
And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo. His 2nd person, 13. Shoot. Way to go, baby!
And it's the Heat with the ball. Curry kicks to Drexler. Screen by Porzingis. Back to Drexler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Leonard. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
And Miami making a change here. Russell's checked in. Curry passes to Drexler. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 9.
Yeah, the defense not closing out in time. He's too quick and too good to miss many of those.
There's a screen. Leonard dishes to Durant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
The free throw drops for Durant. Doris, when you look at the NBA draft lottery, so many of the top guys coming out are one-and-dones. How is that, you think, affecting the way the NBA game is played and coached?
Well, obviously it can take time because the one-and-dones are typically 18, 19, or 20, somewhere in that age range. So you wonder about maturity. Their skill sets are probably going to be, a little bit slower to develop. It's enough of a concern that Commissioner Adam Silver has addressed it. Whether or not the player representation will allow that rule to be changed about the one-and-dones remains to be seen.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Issel. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Issel's got 15.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Porzingis kicks to Russell. There's a good screen. Curry is inside, defended by Paul. Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. And the Warriors making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Russell kicks to Curry. Stoudemire, the screen, down low. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Paul goes in. The shot, no good. He'd have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Russell passes to Curry. Drexler up top. He's covered by Leonard. The 10-footer. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Boy, a strong finish down low. The defense was there, but he was not going to be denied.
Picked by Yao. Outside Leonard. Yao with a screen on Russell. Here's Leonard. Here's Yao. A stupendous finish in traffic. Yao's got 14.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Issel. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Curry dishes to Drexler. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
This is not an area where they expect him to contribute. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Fresh is checked in for Mutombo. Chris Middleton comes in for Drexler. And it's Terry in for Curry. He's shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Terry kicks to Stoudemire. Over Issel. Stoudemire, and that is good. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
Pass to Bing. Tries a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. From 18 feet away, Kukoc with the defensive effort. The Warriors shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. From the arc. And so here is Miami. And clearly Eric Spoelstra wants to talk it over.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Stoudemire.
And looking at this shot chart, you can't help but feel that this entire team has played passively on offense. That there has been little to nothing going on at the rim or in the paint for that matter. And when you don't attack the defense and put pressure on them down low, you're making life far too easy on them.
Clock at 2. Kukoc grabs the miss. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
It's a pick by Bynum. Terry kicks to Middleton. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Stoudemire. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball. They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Middleton the pass to Bynum. Dishes to Russell. It's a pick by Bynum. Russell against Kukoc. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked. Outside Gasol. Pass to Bing. To the inside. Kicks it out to Crawford. Hits the jumper in space. Crawford's got 9 points. 1:44 left to play in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Terry kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Terry. Stoudemire setting the pick for Terry. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. The feed now to Kukoc. Good on the three-point shot. Kukoc has got his 2nd basket.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Feeds it to Middleton. Stoudemire with a screen on Crawford. Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Middleton. Misses off the right iron. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Terry kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Russell. It's a pick by Bynum. Terry outside. Over Bing. Nice shot by Terry. The Warriors shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's Bing. 11 points in the game. From deep. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We have got to get shots. We trust him.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Heat shooting in this game, 45%. Marc Gasol is out there with Griffin. Then it's Tony Kukoc. Then it's Crawford. And it's Bing in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
You like how he uses his height there.
No, exactly. I mean, you're talking about surveying the defense and cashing in with the gorgeous mid-range.
Griffin's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Terry outside. High post, Stoudemire, and another basket for Miami.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Terry against Crawford. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Down low, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Just so well coordinated there. Great hands, and then Griffin's such a good finisher out of that pick and roll.
Rondo kicks to Middleton. Terry outside. The dish to Middleton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Rondo. He kicks it to Bynum. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Picked by Griffin. To the paint. Rondo with the steal. Here's Terry. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Picked by Griffin. Passes it to Bing. Knocks down the three ball.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Outside Rondo. Bynum up top. It's a pick by Bynum. Clock at 6. Rondo against Griffin. The Heat rebound. Kicks it out to Terry. Middleton outside. The pass to Bynum. Shoots over Griffin. And another basket for Miami. Warriors have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Crawford outside, and Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good ball movement here by Miami. Terry outside. Kicks it to Rondo. Up off the screen, and Rondo with the stuff.
The game plan is to keep Rondo out of the paint. When you don't, he is going to bash it with that dunking ability.
Knocked away. Rondo with the steal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Stoudemire outside. Middleton right side. Looking for Terry. He gets it there. The Warriors pull it in. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Terry dishes to Stoudemire. Doris, wearable body tracking, such as sensors that teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
You know, it's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given by these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
They set the pick. Gasol with it. Now Bynum defending. Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
Middleton hits them both. And with Middleton and his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Outside Rondo, on the wing, Jason Terry. Miami no good on that time either. Kukoc pass to Bing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Doris, looking at the financial health of the league, tremendous TV ratings with the finals coverage again. Nearly half the teams valued around $1 billion, which to me is just unfathomable. Are we in the golden age of professional basketball in this country, of the NBA?
I think certainly we are in one of the great generations for the NBA. And think about this. I know soccer is the most popular game worldwide, Kevin, but increasingly basketball beyond the borders of the United States is one of the most popular and fastest growing sports. So I don't think there's any question the NBA is at its peak of its popularity with no end in sight. And I think there's a reason for that. You know, I think there's something very tangible and touchable to the NBA fan. Look at a guy like Steph Curry. He looks like every man, and yet he's finding tremendous success. That's appealing to NBA fans of the next generation.
Rondo kicks to Middleton. They get it back. And Gasol sends it back. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside, Kukoc. That shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Middleton dishes to Rondo. Terry outside. He feeds it to Bynum. Pass to Middleton. Screen by Porzingis. A baseline J. Kukoc with the defensive effort. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Bing. Great D that time from Rondo.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did.
From 15 feet away, the rebound by Middleton.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Pass to Bing. Expanding his range. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Bing's got 19 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Dishes it to Crawford. Over Terry. And Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wasted no time on that one. 9 points for Jason Terry.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Bing, the pass to Crawford. There's the feed to Griffin. Crawford kicks to Gasol. Here's Kukoc. Shot clock at 6. There's Crawford with the 3. Crawford missing again.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no 3s since then.
Terry in the corner. Over Bing. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Gasol a screen. Feeds to Kukoc. Passes it to Bing. Picked by Griffin. Unloads from 13. The pass to Bing. Back to Griffin. He dishes it to Crawford. He kicks it to Griffin. Over Terry. Griffin can't get it to go in. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Crawford dishes to Griffin. Gasol a screen. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Bucket is good. And that's 13 points for Jason Terry.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out, and doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Chris Paul.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
There's the dish to Kukoc. Gasol inside, Bynum on him. It's Gasol missing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Crawford against Terry. Middleton outside. Porzingis with a screen on Kukoc. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And yet, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris